Hey folks, how you doing? Joe here. I'm with Tripper and I'm a little out of breath. Woo! I got my big long sled with my canvas tent, my wood stove, some goodies. And now we're at the beginning of the forest and it's pretty thick in here, as you can see. So I'm gonna leave my sled and go hike up back in there. It looks like there's some hardwoods. See if we can find a level spot that's kind of open. What are you doing? Good boy. I didn't wear snowshoes. The snow isn't too deep, but it's getting there. Okay. Maybe we gotta go back the other way. This is pretty thick. You good? Lots of birch. I'm hoping we can find a decent spot, guys. Okay, this is looking better. It's gonna be a pain getting the sled back in here, but it'll be worth it. Oh yes, look at this. Hardwood forest. It looks to be relatively flat too. Okay, sweet. Sweet. Pretty windy. Well, that's all right. Okay, let's lug the, oh, look at this spot. Right here. No deadfall overhead. Relatively flat. I don't know what's underneath the snow, but we'll dig it out. I think I might sit up right here. That's pretty slick in the sunlight. We got a big hardwood forest in front of us. Okay. Lots of options. I'm gonna go get the sled. We're getting there. Uh-oh. Lost the strap. Oh! Okay, everything's coming up Millhouse now. Holy smokes, guys. This is a test run for a big trip. And soon, I forgot to bring my rope that I would be pulling the sled with, so I'm using a strap from my car. There we go. A little snowy. I've got a couple new pieces of gear to test out inside of my wood stove. Put the name of the company right along the bottom of the screen right now. It's a new baffle for the inside to retain the heat instead of losing the heat out the top of the stove, and a chimney support, and a side table for the wood stove. So some cool things to try out and to test before my big trip. So this really is just a learning trip, getting used to it all again. I haven't done a real hot tent trip in a while, not where I've hiked in at least. I've always been using the ATV lately. So that's what this trip will be all about. We got Tripper with us, which is always fun. We're gonna cook up some good food. So right now I'm just going to get my shovel out of here, unwrapping my sled, which it worked pretty good on the way in. Didn't tip over at all, so that's good. Good to know. I'm going to get my shovel out of here and start shoveling away the snow. It's going to get down to -20 tonight. It's -13 right now. My hands are sticking to this. Oh, not now that I'm trying to show you. Anyways, gloves. It's time for some gloves. Not too much snow there this year, man. Well, it's not even remotely level. How it goes though. Okay, this is cleared out enough. We'll set up the tent and then try and make it level inside with snow. Oh no. Okay. Easy peasy. Alright, the tent's all set up, nice and secure. Let's go inside and start looking at the wood stove. Alright. He's getting a little cold. I can see him starting to shiver. I'm gonna get his blanket and stuff put in here real quick. Good boy. He's got a sleeping bag, a blanket, and a sleeping pad, so should be alright. Plus the heat of the wood stove, right? Come on, buddy, come. Tripper, lay in your bed. Almost. So the cool thing about it is with the extra pieces, it all still fits inside the wood stove for transportation. Just gonna kick up the front legs to show you guys, get a little bit better view in here. Okay. These are all normal pieces. Scooper. More of my chimney, my spark arrestor. You guys have seen all this before. The elbow. The rest of the chimney. Okay, so here's where the new pieces come in. They're brand new, they're just dirty from being in there. This is part of the baffle, these are the legs. And this is the top plate. And I'll show you specifically all how to do it. This is by Boreal Outdoor Innovations, once again. So thanks, buddy, for the hookups. And hopefully, if you guys are interested in this type of stuff, you check out his website and give him some business. Made all in Ontario, so that's awesome. This false bottom in here is made by him as well, and I've had that for quite a while. So the false bottom is going to get flipped upside down, so right side up, because that was upside down in there. And then the baffles, getting the baffles in the first time, I haven't done it yet, but he's told me it could be a little bit tricky. But basically, what you want to do, these are the legs. They go in like that on the back. And this baffle part, the top, goes on like up there, and it stops the flames from shooting up the chimney and keeps the heat inside the stove longer, giving you more heat. So we're going to try and get these all squared away, settled in properly. Now in true Joe fashion, I have not set this up before. This is the first time, so this will be fun. What do you see, buddy? It's kind of, you got to get it right on. You can't install it, or you can't put it together outside of the stove and then put it in. You have to install it inside the stove. And I think I did it. I think I did it properly. So that's it. Okay, let's see if I can get a close-up in there. Can you stop barking? All right, so there's the top. All right, it's blocking it there. You can see the chimney hole there. It's blocking it. There's a little bit of a gap in between. And then there's the sides. And the false bottom underneath. So, we'll give this a shot, see if it works. I dug all the snow away just so that this isn't sinking into the ground after she gets all hot. Have to bring it out here a little bit. Okay, let's see. See how that goes. All right, my chimney's almost all erect. I got one more piece to put on, the heaviest piece, so it needs a support. This is the third piece of gear from the company Boreal Outdoor Innovations that they sent me. And you know what, one of my least favorite things to do while I'm winter camping is cutting and tying together a tripod to support my chimney. So I think that this is a lifesaver. It's makes life easy, and you don't have to take any trees or your time to do that with. So let's set this up. Stick it in the ground, put the Y there, and it does come with a spring, like a piece of metal wire to wrap around the top of it and support it, but I just lost it 2 seconds ago in the snow somewhere, and I'll try to find it. But as far as support, she's solid. All good. That's jabbed into the ground. That's supporting that. Yeah, that ain't going anywhere. Okay, cool. This is the wire that it comes with. Has 2 attachment points on either side. Just thread it through, wrap it around. If you're worried about how secure it's going to be, but not a concern. And then also, we've got our spark arrestor. Cool, cool, cool. He's laying out there. on the snow, not shivering, so everything's fine. If he was actually cold, he'd come in here. Well, we're all settled in here. It's warming up. I brought a thermometer, but it broke on the way in, so we don't know what the temperature is going to be, but that's okay. It's feeling a little bit more toasty in here than before. Tripper's not shivering. I got him all hooked up. Sleeping pad, blanket, sleeping bag or quilt. Let's check on the fire. I haven't touched it since I put one more load of sticks in after you saw. I got the flue open. She's burning nice. Nice. I'm gonna go get some more wood. Do a couple loads of twigs in there just while I'm warming up and relaxing in here. Then I'm gonna go out and cut my my proper firewood. What are you doing? Scout 2? Scout 2.0? Watch out, Trip. Watch out, buddy. Well, that wasn't too bad. Oh, wait. Just the wind, Tripper. Calm down. Oh, no. Pain in the butt. There we go. A couple big knots in there. It's kind of difficult to get around. Well, we smartened up this time. We remembered what we were supposed to be doing and put the potatoes on first. So now I'm in the process of just chopping up the onions and garlic. I'm going to throw that in right now. And then we got carrots, celery, mushrooms, and a steak to cut up. So let's throw this stuff in. Potatoes are looking good already. Some oil in there. These potatoes are getting cooked up nice. So, time to add onion and garlic. Sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe. No hoagies, no grinders. No hoagies, no grinders. Just drop the onion all over the ground. Good thing Tripper's sleeping here. I still haven't made my bed up, but if I did, he'd be trampling all over it anyway, so it might be a lumpy sleep tonight, but that's alright. The baffle's working good, man. It's keeping the heat in. I haven't had to add too much wood. I found it to be a little bit tricky. You had to get the hang of it first. It's a little bit smoky, but I did get the hang of it. Now I got my flue completely closed. This is nice and hot, and it's probably due for a couple pieces of wood here pretty soon. Alright, we're rocking now. So I think this is almost all done here. I want to cook the meat last, so I'm just going to push all the veggies to the one side. I cut half my steak for me. Okay. And I'll keep half this nice, very, very nice steak for Tripper. We'll see if he'll eat it raw this time. If not, we'll cook it for him after. No biggie. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gotta get some spice on here too real quick, actually. I didn't forget my Mike Lowry seasoning this time. This should be pretty tasty, I assume. Tripper, are you gonna eat raw meat this time? Or are you gonna make me cook it for you? You princess. What are we gonna do? Let's see. No question. Alright. A little bigger piece with some fat. Oh wow, you like that. Alright. Good boy. This is really high quality. I almost want to take a, it makes me want to take a bite out of it right now. Like, yeah, I think that would be fine actually. Look at that marbling. Hold on, Tripper. Hold on. Alright, go for it, you little punk. This is what I mean by buttery marbling. She done. Can't lie, this looks good. Wind is picking up out there. Alright, cheers guys. Everything's soft. Tender. Wow, that's good. I gotta get some snow in there melting pretty soon after supper. I had a bottle of water around. It's almost gone. This is so good, guys. So, when I did it at the fort last time, without the meat, I cooked it way too high, way too fast, and I didn't leave time for the potatoes to cook first either, and the garlic kind of gets all caramelized at that point. This is really good. So we've never been here before. This is somewhat near my house. I looked on a map for some crown land today because I didn't want to go too far for this test of new gear and winter camping and very cold with Tripper for the first time ever, really, and really cold. Wanted to be relatively close to home, so found some crown land, a couple lakes, booted across some. It'll be kind of cool to come back in the other seasons and canoe it too. It's relatively accessible. It's a beauty night. Big old lake we're on. Good sized lake at least. The only ones here. The only footsteps out here are ours. It's pretty awesome. Gotta love living in Northern Ontario. Complete change than what I grew up with, as you guys know. Alright, let's get back over near the tent, cut up some more firewood. Trevor bailed on me. That's the thing about winter camping, it's like, it gets dark pretty early, and a lot of your time is dedicated to getting firewood, keeping yourself warm. But I really do enjoy winter camping, and if you don't go out in the winter, you don't get out as much. No, out. Come on. Not for you. Oh, come on, buddy. Come on. Put him lay in your bed. Good boy. Oh, it's so warm in here. Oh my god, it's so cold outside. Oops, I burned down to embers here. What are you doing? Get in bed. Get in your bed. What are you doing? Back up, man. No, lay in your bed so you don't get cold. Lay in your bed. Silly guy. Now you can overload these stoves too. Probably gotta figure out where my bed's gonna lay before I lose too much light. Got this really awesome ground sheet from Bushcraft, Spain. Use that. So it's like oilskin on one side and it is wool on the other side. That's pretty awesome. Super durable and tough. Very aesthetically pleasing. Quite bushcrafty. I got a -20 sleeping bag. Maybe I'll put Tripper right next to me here on this, the rest of this. I'm sure he would appreciate that. Anyway, I got a -20 with a sleeping bag, and then I got a inner bag too, because this inner bag is like a quilt and it weighs nothing, and it'll add a little bit more for me. There's my sleeping pad. Alright, now for the horrible, horrible part of blowing the old sleeping pad up. You know, I've been using this sleeping pad for probably 10 years now, and I've blown it up in the winter time all the time, every year, and it's still kept its, if not the same R value, still really good R value. Never have a problem with it. I'm saying that because a lot of people think you're not supposed to blow into them in the winter time because of condensation in your breath, and maybe that's the case, but I don't know. I've seen no worse for wear on this. Alright, that deed is done. This is very slopey in here. Oh, banana hammock. Oh my goodness. I've got to do some excavating of some snow. I want to move all my gear though out of here, so I have room. They say this is a 2 or a 3 man, which is it's a stretch. Man, it is so much warmer in here. Alright, as much as I'd like to sit in here, I have to go back out and cut more firewood. Okay, this is a first for me, guys. There we go. That's funny. Oh, I just dirtied the heck out of it. The heck out of it. Alright. Let's go see if we can catch the last of the sunset. Beauty out here. It's calm. Very calm. Where are you, buddy? Alright then. Go on, go on. It has nothing to do with it. No, man. Go on. Go. No, 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 no. I need this wood, Tripper. No. Weirdo. Alright, go in. Go. Go on, man. Go, go. Go inside, Tripper. Good boy. Go. There you go. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Oh, it's so warm. So warm. Back up. Come. Lay in your bed, buddy. Tripper, look. There's a bed for you. Lay in it. I swear he tries everything to do not to lay in the bed for some reason. It blows my mind. I have no clue. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. Imagine that. It's almost all melted. There's only a little slush. You want to make up some hot chocolate. Here's a pretty cool feature that I mentioned earlier. My gloves are leather and they're wet from working around all day. So this side table has holes drilled into it far enough away where you can just kind of hang your stuff. Even if you don't have a carabiner, you can tie them off paracord or whatever. And it's a distance away, but man, that is going to dry them out quite quickly. That's warm there still. Anyways, good feature. You do the same with your boots or whatever. Insoles from your boots, maybe. Looks comfy, huh? Looks comfy. That oilskin tarp / ground sheet is protecting my stuff. It's a great size. Happy with all this gear. Oh, hot chocolate time. Alright, one more from the old daughter. Emerald got me maple bacon hot chocolate, so we'll see how that goes. We'll get some more snow on there so I can have some more water when I need it. Alright. Oh, the big boy's sleeping. Nothing. I'm gonna put gloves on. It's rocking. leather gloves. Not always the warmest, but mess around with them. Alright, let's try the maple bacon hot chocolate. Thanks, Emerald. It's good. Tastes more like maple syrup. Maybe it's not even maple bacon, it's just bacon. Oh no, it is maple bacon, never mind. So I see what they're saying. It's a little syrupy. It's pretty good. Well, Tripper's down for the count. He's finally succumbed to his bed. It's nice and warm in here. I don't even know if I can see my breath. I don't think so. Wish I had a thermometer. It broke on the way in. It was old. I don't even know if it worked really properly anyways. I have to get a new one this year. This season. Well, it's a good test run. Figuring stuff out. Remembering winter camping in this thing. I am going with one other person when I go. I won't tell you who it is just now. But it's my biggest winter trip planned. So I'm pretty excited for it. It's someone you haven't seen much, I'll tell you that. And for a while. Anyways, I'm just going to relax. I got a book on tape I might listen to. Other than that, I'll turn in probably pretty early. Try to get a good night's sleep. I got nothing too fancy in the morning. I got some oatmeal. I got to get up and get out of here. It's a while to hike on out of here, and then I got stuff to do. I got 2 videos to get out, and or 2 videos to try to edit and upload, and have to do some family stuff. I'll show you guys the new puppy very soon, I promise. She's getting to be a handful, man. Last video she was all precious. Now she's like starting to be like a puppy where those needle sharp teeth just biting into everything, and she follows Tripper around like a shadow though, which is pretty cool. I'm just waiting for her to grab one of his toys on the wrong end as he thrashes his head and send her flying. You know, it's about that time. Stoke the fire for one last time. Well, for one last time until I have to get up and stoke it in the middle of the night again. I'm going to try and get a few hours of sleep here. I've got Tripper tucked right in. He's got my extra sleeping bag, so I've only got my one. He's got sleeping pad, 2 sleeping bags, and a blanket. He seems to be doing alright like that, so I'm okay to let him use my extra, and I will just sleep in my snow pants, which is fine. It's only for one night. So it's supposed to get down to -19 tonight. And I have a -20 bag. We'll keep that fire. We'll keep it warm enough in here. I'm not going to keep it rocking, but we'll keep it going every couple hours and keep the chill out of the air. I'm sure Tripper and I will have just a fine sleep. I can't believe how flat I got this though. Like, it was all bananaed out at first. Alright folks, wish us luck. I'll see you in the morning. Yeah. Check. He's snoring. Well, folks, it's just after 2 in the morning. I just went out and got a bunch more wood and stoked up the fire. Tripper was shivering, and I was not too warm myself, so got that taken care of. He's not shivering no more. We can see our breath in here, so it's obviously cooler than it was. But back to bed. Oh my God. It's cold. It is cold. Alright, I gotta go get some twigs and firewood and get this bad boy going, because I can't even hold this camera. I think Tripper's understanding the value of the fire. I opened up the door here so he can get some radiant heat, and it's warm in his face and his chest. His chest feels super warm, hot even. So I think he's understanding it's not just something that he needs to bark at and be worried about. I gotta shut it though, the stovepipe's starting to glow. Shut it right down. Oh, that's boiling anyway, surprise, surprise. Gloves over there. Same cup, backup Tripper, this is super hot. Same cup from last night, and it has residual hot chocolate in it. The maple bacon hot chocolate probably go pretty good with the oatmeal. This is not for you, buddy. Don't worry, we'll get you some food. We'll get going out of here pretty soon. From the bed I made him, I had this big parka on top of him, as well as my sleeping bag and his sleeping bag and a blanket and his sleeping pad. So he had plenty, and once he was under that, sometimes he'd bury his head under too, and I couldn't even see him at all. It was just a mound of material, but he's okay. He's fine. He's not shivering now at all. It was a good test run. I won't be bringing him on the big trip, but it was a good test run for me and a good test run of his abilities for cold weather camping. Last camp I did was like 0, and this was about -20 tonight. And it's been that way ever since that last camp. It started getting cold again. It's been like -20, -25 every night. Negative 13 in the day is the warm. Anyways, I'm going to try and catch the sunrise this morning. But other than that, I got nothing going on. I'll probably let this fire die down and start packing up. That's the thing with the wood stove. You got to, it takes a while to cool it down. Pumping out the heat though.